I don't know about you, but occasionally I'll get in my mind an idea of a place I want to go, someplace special. I'll use my GPS software to build a route to get there. Usually it will include something cool along the way to go see, maybe something historic, someplace cool to go hang out with friends, check out a little bit of Americana, maybe even visit someplace that I used to hang out at. Something memorable, something cool and scenic that's very hard to find, not a lot of people know about. Some of them are scenic places that a lot of people know about. But it always involves camping, going out, having a nice campfire, hanging out with friends, maybe doing a little something dangerous, maybe something a little bit challenging that's going to test our skill out on the trail. And maybe along the way we get to break out some of that recovery gear that we always take with us when we go, but it'll always end up with an adventure. I want to tell you all about the adventure that we had on this trip, which started along the Colorado River at the Diamond Camp here, located on the Halupai Reservation, and started actually in Peach Springs, which is where you have to go to get your permit to have access to this area, this land. And then we traveled down the I-40 to Seligman, where we had a little taste of Americana and some lunch on Route 66. Found a nice cafe in Ash Fork. Went down to Williams, and then south to our second campsite, which was along Sycamore Canyon or Sycamore Falls, or rock climbers call it Paradise Forks. And then continued south all the way to Jerome, where we stopped at the Haunted Hamburger and had a nice lunch there. Kind of toured around town and had a coffee made there. Down to Prescott, down the Senator Highway, found a nice campsite along the way our last night, and then ended our trip just passing the town of Crown King.
A canyon with one way in, one way out, and flowing water. That's not scary at all.
Look where the current is. That little eddy right there. And the current would just whisk you away. You'd be gone.
This is the last stop on the Colorado River, where rafters who put in at Lee's Ferry get off the Colorado River. And the ranger we spoke to was very clear when he told us to stay out of the water because the current is so strong that we would be whisked off to Lake Mead. The campground is very nice. There's several ramadas and a porta toilet.
It's hot in the sun.
And Joseph wasn't kidding. It was about the same temperature here as it is down home near Phoenix.
We got the end of a beautiful first day out here in northern Arizona. We're out right on the edge of the Colorado River down there. We got camp set up. And we got dinner cooking. Joseph wanted to do chicken Alfredo.
So you get that out.
So we got chicken Alfredo pasta cooking tonight. See what Joe's up to over here. What are you doing?
Building an RC, building a 24 scale.
Joseph decided for his peace and quiet, for his getaway, for whatever you want to call it, he was actually going to build a new RC car on this trip, and he did succeed by the end.
Getting backed up. We're about ready to hit the road here. We got to get the tent put away, got everything else put away. Everybody else kind of rounded up all their stuff. Finishing up breakfast. We're going to get moving. Well, Friday morning we're getting ready to take off. We thought we'd come down here and get a group picture, and a whole bunch of folks came in off the river. There's some more up there coming in. All right, it is a beautiful Friday morning. We got up, we had our breakfast, we made our coffee. We are headed up out of the campground here, go back up to the highway, start working our way to our second camp spot tonight. We got a few hours to go. It's going to be a blast. This area in here is beautiful.
Train must not be going very fast if we've caught up to it.
I'm doing 65 right now. It's probably doing 60.
We have now caught the train.
We landed in Seligman finally, just another stop along the 66 on the way to Williams. And we couldn't pass up the Roadkill Cafe and decided to stop for lunch.
We're all just leaving Seligman now. We stopped at the Roadkill Cafe. We all overindulged in these massive pieces of pie. Some of us got to-go boxes. Arizona Historic Route 66.
I wonder what it must have been like to drive this stretch of highway way back when, from Chicago to Los Angeles, some 2,500 miles in your old, whatever you were driving, Buick, Ford, whatever, with the top down. I could tell you it was pretty cool driving in our Jeeps for sure.
All right, we are finally on the dirt again. We're headed toward our second night's camp at Paradise Forks, or Sycamore Canyon. And we're just south of Williams. And we just ran into some snow and drove over it. Once your tires touch the snow, it then has officially became a snow run. Oh, they went out to play in the snow? Oh, so they're all getting out to mess around in the snow. Feels so good to be back in the forest again. It's been a while since I've been where we're going, so it'll be good to catch up and see it again. Paradise Forks, Sycamore Canyon, it's pretty beautiful place in there. And look, there's snow.
I gotta tell you, I'm super impressed with this trailer, how well it's held together. It's been on the Arizona Strip, now this trip, and a couple other camping trips we've been on, and it's durable, and it just goes wherever I drag it. It's awesome.
So this is a nice little spot along our path. We're going to stop and check this place out. It's called Sycamore Canyon. We used to rock climb in here quite a while ago. There's a few places in here that ring a bell that are really cool places. The Three Yogis, Black Rose. There was a chimney we used to climb. We're going to go down and check it out.
Hey, at least this isn't as steep as when we were at the Natural Bridge.
Right? Beautiful place out here, Coconino Forest. It's been a while since I've been down here. I haven't actually rock climbed in over 20 years. We used to do this while I was in college. Loved it a lot. It was meditation, if that makes sense. Oh, yes. Watch your step. Look at that, Joe. So that is one of the chimneys right over there that we would climb, right there. Black Rose is right down below. And then the canyon just kind of veers along this way around the other side. Isn't that pretty down there? Here's the one thing that's bad about rock climbing in this area. You rappel down into this canyon and you can't climb out. You're stuck. I remember one of the tough things about climbing in here was that you had to pick a tree that was close enough to the edge to rappel off of, because if you didn't and you the rope was too short. You'd throw your rope over the side and you'd start to rappel down, and then you might run out of rope, let's say 10 feet from the bottom or something. Oh, there they are. Good afternoon.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
Good.
It's good to see climbers in here.
Yeah?
I haven't been here in like 20 years. I used to climb in here with my brother-in-law.
Oh, cool. Nice.
It's been a long time.
Remember any of the routes you did? Or?
The three that stand out are Black Rose in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Yogis on this side. And then somewhere along here there was a chimney that we used to climb. I don't think it was named, but there used to be a chimney in there.
Nice.
But I know there's some pretty gnarly shit in here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I just TR soloed a route called Unique Killing Device.
Unique killing device.
Pretty fucked up.
What a name of a route.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I still got time. I could always pick up the climbing shoes and harness and do it again.
Yeah. All this game.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Be safe.
Yeah.
This is the south end of this canyon, and this is called Sycamore Falls.
Nope, not unless you rappel in to get it. Made it to camp on Friday night. Nice little spot near Sycamore Canyon. Nice and dry. There we are. What's up, Ashton? How are you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
How was Mr. Chad this morning?
Good. Good morning, you bunch of yahoos.
Yeah, Yahoo, baby.
Enjoy it.
Good morning, everybody. We got everything out of our tent because we got a little damp last night with some of the condensation inside the tent. So, sun's coming up. Hopefully, we'll cook all the moisture off. We'll get stuff dried out, get our breakfast eaten, and then we'll be on our way. Today's stop is in Jerome. We're headed into Jerome today. We're gonna go stop and have lunch and then find a camp spot for our last night below Prescott. We would come across a little bit of mud. We might find a little bit more, but now we're gonna get onto a little bit more of a heavier traveled road. Look, snow. Not every good overland trip requires you to be off the grid for 4 or 5 days. Sometimes all that matters is you're out with good friends, amazing scenery, and a nice hot campfire that you can all sit around and tell stories around.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're smiling. On top of the
love my Bullet Point products, but I don't like this part. No matter what I do, I cannot tighten that ball joint up behind there, and my tablet will not stay up. So Bullet Point Solutions, you got a solution to that?
It didn't take long until we arrived in Jerome. We found the large parking lot over by the mine where we could park our vehicles, and then went right over to the Haunted Hamburger to put our name in for a table. And we really didn't have to wait all that long, only an hour, but we finally got in, got a nice view out the back window, and enjoyed our lunch. Well, we couldn't waste too much time in Jerome after lunch. We still had to get up over the top of Mingus Mountain, make it through Prescott and down the Senator Highway before we could find camp. And as it turns out, it was going to be a little bit of a longer day.
Feel like we're driving in a slalom.
I love roads like this. These tight, windy mountain roads. They're so much fun. I love driving out to Canyon Lake, and we have some roads like this back home where I'm from. I also love the sound of this Flowmaster on the Jeep.
So we're on Mount Vernon Avenue, Senator Highway, headed south, and look at some of these houses. Some of these old houses are just beautiful in this area. Oh, nice Jeep. Now the mission is to find camp. We're on the north part of the Senator Highway, headed south, and trying to find a place to camp.
I don't recall what the mileage is, but there's several miles south of Prescott on the Senator Highway that is a restrictive camping area. There's all kinds of private property in there, there's homes, there's all kinds of work going on to the road. There is an intersection, and once you pass that intersection, there's a sign that says that the restrictive camping limitations are lifted, and then it becomes dispersed.
So we finally stopped a little later than I wanted, about 6:45. Still got daylight though. Found this nice little spot right inside the Prescott National Forest. Cozy. Right here is the Senator Highway, so this is where we're going tomorrow to get out of here. We have driven about a little over half of the Senator Highway. Managed to get all of us in here. Whew, what a day. We're heavy one vehicle. That Blue Gladiator showed up out of nowhere. It's a long story behind that. I'll save that.
That sounds wrong, Jim.
Like a twin.
Did it?
Like a twin.
Sounds so wrong. Did you flip the switch, Charger?
Charged them. But when I unplugged the one battery, the next one like freaked out for a minute. I was
Such a beautiful drive up here. I love this road. Crown King is nice to go see too, but this makes for just a nice ending to our 4-day trip. A little bit of a challenge on the road, but nothing too terrible. And the views are spectacular. So that Blue Gladiator right there is new to our group last night. Jim and his wife stopped in Prescott, and it just jumped at them out of the parking lot, and they couldn't stand to go home without it. So now they've got a new Gladiator.
And this was one section of the trail where I actually had to put it in four-wheel drive for some four-wheeling. Jeep made it through just fine. We got Jim's two-wheel drive Toyota Tundra through there just fine. And it was just kind of refreshing to actually do some four-wheeling. This part of the trail really wasn't all that difficult. It was steep and rocky, and there were some big rocks in it that kind of made the low-hanging fruit under our vehicles vulnerable, but otherwise it was fun, and scenery around it was beautiful.
Raptor, eat.
Come on. Ride a little bit friendly if you can. Easy does it. Yeah, there's that strap. Looks good.
That little section of the Senator Highway was pretty fun, and we finally made it down to the town of Crown King. And rather than stop this time, we decided we were going to move on. I think everybody wanted to just kind of get home a little earlier in the day.
Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been a really fun trip. It's been a trip that I've kind of wanted to do for a while. Starting up there at Peach Springs, 4-day overland was fun. 3 nights was just awesome. We had some a little bit of excitement on the Senator Highway today, but hey, it was fun regardless. If you like what you saw, please consider a like, comment, share, subscribe, or a thumbs up. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.